All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're not just talking about tech, we're taking a full-on guided tour through a brand new, kind of wild digital city. We're going to be exploring NFT marketplaces, and hey, by the end of this, you'll have the map, you'll have the passport. Basically, you'll have all the local know-how to navigate this place like a pro. So, let's get started. So, I want you to picture this. Imagine stepping into a city you've never seen before. It's shimmering with digital lights, and every storefront is displaying these incredible, one-of-a-kind creations. That's really what an NFT marketplace is. It's this amazing new frontier, a living, breathing ecosystem where art, community, and the future of ownership all just smash together. So here's our game plan, our tour map for the day. First, we'll get our bearings in this digital city. Then we're diving straight into the bustling marketplace. After that, we'll uncover some secrets of the city. You know, the local spots. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with your very own explorer's guide. Okay, first things first. Before you can just wander in and start exploring, you're going to need the essentials. We've got to get you your passport to this whole new world. So what are we even looking at in this city? We're looking at NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And look, the easiest way to get your head around them is to think of them as totally unique digital items. You know, like a super rare trading card or a signed piece of art. But it all lives on the blockchain. And the blockchain is just this super secure public record that proves that you, and only you, own that specific thing. Now, this digital city has a few different neighborhoods. On one side, you've got the open marketplaces. Think OpenSea. This is like a massive, sprawling public bazaar. Anybody can set up a stall, sell pretty much anything. It's huge, it's chaotic, it's got everything. Then on the other side, you have curated marketplaces, like Super Rare. These are much more like those exclusive high-end art galleries, you know? The ones with the velvet robes. They only showcase hand-picked, top-tier work. Okay, so to actually get in, you need two key things. First up, a digital wallet. MetaMask is a really popular one. This is your passport and your wallet all rolled into one. It's where you keep your digital stuff safe. Second, you need some cryptocurrency, like Ethereum. This is the local currency. It's what you'll use for everything you do. Once you've got those two things, you just connect your wallet to a marketplace, and boom, the gates to the city just swing right open for you. Okay, passport is stamped, you've got some local currency in your pocket. Now we're heading right into the heart of the city, the town square where all the action is. This is where you're going to buy, sell, and trade. All right, you see something you really like. How do you actually get it? Well, there are two main ways. You've got your fixed price sale. Super straightforward. It's just like buying something from a store with a price tag. Simple. Then you've got auctions. And this is where it can get really exciting. Buyers are all placing bids, competing against each other, and the highest offer wins. It can be super fast-paced. Now, while you're shopping, you're going to run into something called gas fees. Don't let the name throw you off. Just think of them as market tolls or transaction fees that you pay to use the blockchain's secure highway system. These fees are what keep the whole network running, paying for the energy it takes to process and lock in your transaction. They're absolutely essential. And here is a major pro tip for you. Just like traffic in a real city, the blockchain network has rush hours. If you try to do something when everyone else is online, those gas fees, those tolls, can get pretty high. So that means timing your purchase for a quieter time, like late at night, can actually save you a good bit of money. But what if you're an artist? What if you're the one who wants to sell something? Well, first, you have to mint your art. That's the official process of turning your digital file into a unique, verifiable thing on the blockchain. Then, and this is one of the coolest parts for creators, you can set up royalties. This means you earn a percentage every single time your work that's resold down the line. And finally, don't forget storytelling. The story behind your art, the why you made it, that is often what really hooks collectors and builds long-term value. Okay, we've walked down the main streets. We've seen the big attractions. Now, let's duck into some of the hidden alleyways, you know, where the seasoned locals hang out. This is where we learn the real strategies for navigating this place wisely and safely. You know, the really successful collectors, they don't just look at the art. They dig deeper. They hunt for rarity. They're checking out all the different features to see which ones are the most limited, because those tend to be more valuable. They also prioritize utility. What does this thing do? Does it get you into an exclusive club, a special item in a game, a vote on the project's future? And they always, always look for a strong, active community. That's the real engine that drives a project's success. And for you creators, it's all about building a solid reputation. Quality and consistency are everything. You've got to foster a real community around what you're doing. Your biggest fans often become your most passionate collectors. And creating hype? Look, it's not just about running ads, it's about building real, genuine excitement and interest in what you're bringing to the table. Now look, any big city has its risks, and this digital one is no different, so it is absolutely vital to follow these golden rules. Always, and I mean always, double-check you're on an official website before you connect your wallet. Never, ever, ever share your private keys. That's like handing over the keys to your house, your car, and your bank vault. Be really skeptical of deals that seem way too good to be true, and maybe just start small. Get your feet wet with smaller transactions before you go big. The city's skyline is changing constantly, and there are some really exciting new buildings going up on the horizon. We're talking about things like cross-chain integration, where your NFTs can move easily between different blockchains, or AI tools that help you discover new art you might love. And of course, deeper and deeper integration with the metaverse, which is going to turn these marketplaces into fully immersive worlds you can walk around in. Our tour is coming to a close, but before you set off on your own adventure, let's do a quick recap of the most important landmarks we saw today. This is your official Explorer's Guide. First, and honestly most importantly, please remember this. Your digital wallet is everything. It's your passport, it's your key, it is your one and only gateway into this entire world. Without it, you're just a tourist with your face pressed up against the glass. Second, remember that value here is way more than just what you see on the surface. Always check an NFT's history, that's its provenance, and really look for its utility. What perks does it give you? What access does it unlock? That is often where the real lasting value is hiding. And finally, just be an observer first. This city moves incredibly fast, but the smartest explorers, they're the patient ones. They watch, they learn the culture, they get the vibe of the market before they make a big move. I promise you, in this world, patience will always beat impulse. So there you have it. You've got the map to the digital city, but it's a world that is literally being built and rebuilt every single day, with new streets and skyscrapers popping up all the time. The only real question left is, now that you know the way, where is your curiosity going to take you first?